My marriage has been a silent battlefield for years. I struggled with the indecision of whether to stay or go. My heart was torn, stuck in a limbo of indecision, the future of my 2 children and the daunting cost of living weighing heavily on my mind. The cycle of abuse seemed to be on an unending loop, each episode chipping away at my well-being. My mental health was suffering, a fact that became glaringly obvious to me one fateful day. It was then that I made the decision to seek help. I went to see my doctor, opening up about my struggles, my fears, and the state of my mental health. That marked the turning point in my life, the first step towards my breakthrough. It was during this time that I started to search for the true meaning of life. I began to question what I really wanted and what I could control. But sometimes it takes standing on the edge of the abyss to see the light. This marked my breakthrough. I began to look inward, to introspect about my life, my desires, and the things within my control. It was like learning to breathe again, but this time on my own terms. I came to understand what truly matters to me: my family, my happiness, my mental health. I realized that I must prioritize respecting myself, my values, and acknowledging my own worth before seeking it from others, including my partner. As children, we are taught about cause and effect, about how our actions can have consequences. Yet, as adults, we often forget that we have an impact on those around us as well. We blame others for our unhappiness, failing to recognize our own role in the equation. The key was understanding the profound truth that we are not mere spectators in life. The truth is, the causes and effects flow both ways. We are not just victims of circumstance. We have the power to shape our reality, and we all have an impact on everyone around us. And it's up to us to determine whether that impact is positive or negative. That's why it is crucial to learn to love ourselves and acknowledge our worth. Only by doing so can we tap into our true power and transform our impact into something positive. In my journey, I discovered that the road to happiness started within me. It began when I stopped being a passenger in my own life and took the driver's seat. I acknowledged that I had an impact on everyone around me, just as they had an impact on me. This realization was the first step towards self-love. Self-love isn't about being self-centered or narcissistic. It's about acknowledging your self-worth and understanding that you too are important. It's about giving yourself the same kindness that you extend to others. It's about recognizing that your feelings, your emotions, your desires are valid and important. When I started loving myself, I began to see the world differently. I saw that I had the power to change the negative effects I had on others into positive ones. I saw that by being kind to myself, I could be kinder to others. By respecting myself, I could respect others. By loving myself, I was able to love others better. And as I loved myself more, every aspect of my life began to improve. My relationships became healthier, my mental state became stronger, and I was happier. Self-love empowered me, gave me strength, and showed me that I was capable of much more than I had ever imagined. By learning to love myself, I was able to find happiness within myself and improve my relationship with others. I wish I had known this earlier, so I could have found happiness within myself. But, like many others, I had to go through a crisis or trauma to realize the importance of self-love and personal growth. However, it doesn't have to be this way. We don't have to wait for a crisis or trauma to spur us into action. We can decide to start making positive changes right now. I wish I had understood the importance of self-love earlier in my life. I wish I had realized that the power to change my life was always within me. I wish I had known that I could learn and grow not only from pain and suffering, but also from joy and inspiration. But wishes are not about regret. They're about learning. They're about understanding the past to create a better future. And that's what I want for you. I want you to know that you have the power to change your life. You have the power to decide how you react to the world around you. You have the power to choose love over fear, joy over sorrow, and hope over despair. You have the power to love yourself, to acknowledge your worth, to lift up your power and turn your impact into something positive. You have the power to make your life better. So don't wait. Don't wait for a crisis or trauma to force you into action. Don't wait until you're sick or traumatized to start working on your mental health or learning to love yourself better. Start now, start today, because you deserve to be happier.